with one hand tied behind my brain. A Memoir of Life After Stroke by Avrel Seale. Narrated by Avrel Seale. For Kirsten, all I ever need is you.
I feel funny inside. It must be love. No, wait, it's a stroke.
Abe Simpson, The Simpsons. Introduction. On Friday morning, January 19th, 2018, I left for work and didn't sleep in my own bed again for 10 weeks. For 3 months, I didn't wear underwear. Not bragging, just stating a fact. I was two-handed and learned to do almost everything with one. I was right-handed in a world built for right-handedness and learned to do almost everything with my left. I learned how to drive using only my left foot and left hand after 35 years of driving the other way. Without any prior interest in the Americans with Disabilities Act, I became an expert in wheelchair ramps and curb cuts, handrails, and bathroom grab bars. I learned a lot about the brain that year. For instance, some people are incapable of miming activities with their face. If I told you to pretend to blow out a candle and you couldn't do it, you would have what's called bucofacial apraxia, and that's a thing. I can mime blowing out a candle, but some people cannot. Didn't know that before last year. I learned that sometimes you have to learn how to walk before you can crawl. I learned a thing or two about faith, about living in the moment and working for the future all at once, and about frustration and despair and grief and hope and joy. I learned about apple cider vinegar and Prozac and Botox, massage and acupuncture. I found out who my real friends were, and there were more of them than I would have guessed. About how much my wife, Kirsten, really loved me, and how much I loved her, and what that whole in sickness and in health line actually meant. I found out what our 3 growing boys were actually capable of. To say stroke doesn't discriminate is not entirely true, because many causes are preventable. It certainly discriminates against smokers, doubling their chances. It discriminates against the out of shape, though not all of them. In America, the persistence of smoking and obesity in the South has led researchers to refer to the region as the stroke belt. Beyond preventable factors, it discriminates against men and against black people, who are twice as likely as white folks to have strokes. I was 50 years old, did not smoke or drink, blood pressure, and had hiked more than 200 miles the year a stroke nearly ended my life. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But it did change that life. Changed it good. In an instant, I was teleported into the body of a doddering old man, shaky, unbalanced, spastic, half-paralyzed, and so weak I was unable even to sit up for more than a few minutes at a time. Overnight, I was plunged into a world of brain surgeons, nurses, medical techs, hospital administrators, case managers, insurance companies, and lots of therapists. 41 of them at last count. Terms entering my vernacular included CVA, AVM, PRN, balance billing, subrogation, and pre-auth, and re-auth. I saw from the inside as never before, and hopefully never again, the American health care system, which
Sample complete. Ready to continue?